What if the biggest risk of AI is not robots taking every job, but millions of people feeling uncertain about their future at the same time? That fear is already spreading. You see scary numbers online. You hear leaders say automation will move fast. You also see real workplaces where AI is mostly helping, not replacing. So what is true right now and what is just panic? In today's video, we are breaking this down with real research numbers, real history, and real examples. By the end, you will know which parts of mass unemployment look realistic, which parts look exaggerated, and what you can do to stay safe. Let's get started. What people mean by mass unemployment. When people say AI will cause mass unemployment, they usually imagine one thing: jobs disappear faster than new jobs appear. That would mean a long period where many people cannot find work, even if they want to. But most research does not say every job will vanish. It says tasks and side jobs will change. That is a big difference. A job is a bundle of tasks. AI might automate 30% of your tasks, but your job still exists, just reshaped. The real question is speed. If change is too fast, workers struggle to adapt and unemployment rises. If change spreads slower, jobs shift, and people move into new roles. The big numbers that scare everyone. Let's talk about the headline stats that go viral. One 2023 analysis by Joseph Briggs and Devesh Kadnani estimated about 300 million full-time jobs globally are exposed automation. Another 2024 estimate linked to Georgieva suggests AI could affect close to 40% of jobs worldwide. Exposed and affected do not mean deleted tomorrow. They mean parts of those jobs can be automated or changed by AI systems. Now compare that with what we see in current job cuts. The Challenger report in 2024 suggested only about 2% of job cuts were directly due to AI implementation. That gap matters. Long-term exposure can be large, but short-term replacement can still be limited. This is why the topic feels confusing. Both things can be true at once. History does not support everyone gets replaced. This fear is not new. In the Industrial Revolution, artisans in textile work fought against machines because they feared replacement. Some roles did shrink, but factories grew, transport grew, repair work grew, and new kinds of supervision and management roles grew. The machines needed people to run them, fix them, and scale them. The same pattern showed up again when computers arrived in the 20th century. Some repetitive clerical tasks declined, but telecom, finance, healthcare data work, and many services expanded. The key idea is simple. Technology often kills tasks, then creates new work around a new system. The labor market shifts instead of collapsing. A strong stat that changes the whole discussion. David Autor and co-authors, 2024, highlight that over 60% of current occupations did not exist in 1940. That means a modern job market is already built on change. Another AutorLink point says 60% of today's workers are in jobs that did not exist in 1940, and more than 85% of employment growth over around 80 years came from new job types created by technology. Think about what that means. If you lived in 1940, you could not prepare for many of today's careers because they were not even a concept. That does not remove today's risk, but it gives a reality check. The system has a long track record of reinventing work. The computer and internet example with real numbers. McKinsey 2018 gives a useful example. Personal computers and the internet created over 19 million jobs and delivered a net gain of 15.8 million jobs in the United States over the last few decades. That is massive. It also reminds you why predictions are hard. In the early computer era, people feared huge unemployment. Instead, whole new industries formed. The lesson is not AI will be fine. The lesson is do not assume the future ends in collapse. Why AI feels different this time? Now let's be fair. AI does feel different. The pace is faster. Unlike earlier revolutions that unfolded over decades, AI is improving quickly, and companies can deploy it with software updates, not factory rebuilds. This creates a real risk that displacement could outpace job creation for a period. Asemoglu and Restrepo, 2020, warn that the benefits of automation can concentrate among high-skilled workers, while low and middle-skilled workers face displacement without enough time to reskill. This is not just fear talk. It is a real economic risk. If businesses only chase cost-cutting, inequality can rise, and many people can get stuck. So the danger may not be no jobs exist. The danger may be good jobs become harder to reach for many people. Also, the word mass can hide another issue. Even if overall employment stays stable, specific groups can suffer badly. If certain sectors automate fast, those workers take the hit first. That pain is real, even if the whole economy does not collapse. What at risk really means in most reports. Here is a perfect example of how people misread the numbers. The IPPR reports up to 8 million UK jobs could be affected or at risk from AI unless the government acts. That sounds like 8 million people unemployed. But many such reports mean tasks inside those jobs are automatable. They are warning signals, not guaranteed layoffs. A survey from Business Insider in 2024 looked at 1,200 executives and IT professionals across the US and UK. It found that 74% of IT workers worry AI could make many of their skills outdated, and 69% fear AI might one day replace them. Anxiety levels are clearly high, but anxiety is not the same thing as real job loss. It still matters, though, because fear changes behavior. When people feel unsure, they stop investing in growth, training, and long-term plans. What if the next war isn't led by soldiers, but by machines making deadly choices on their own? Right now, AI is being built to identify targets, launch attacks, and make life or death decisions faster than any human ever could. No emotion, no warning, just action. In today's video, we shall explore how artificial intelligence is changing the future of war. From autonomous weapons to digital misinformation, we'll look at what's already happening, what's coming next, and why many experts believe this is a future we should fear. Will AI make us safer, or make mistakes we can't take back? Let's find out how AI is changing warfare today. Artificial intelligence is already part of modern warfare. It's not just in labs. Militaries are using it to plan faster, move smarter, and reduce delays on the battlefield. One major area is logistics. AI helps manage supplies, predict fuel needs, and find better routes. This leads to quicker and more reliable operations. Intelligence gathering has also changed. Instead of humans spending hours reviewing drone footage, AI scans images and video quickly. It spots patterns, flags suspicious activity, and helps commanders respond faster. Communication and coordination between military units has improved. AI platforms share real-time information across departments, helping teams stay updated and work together effectively during missions. In training, AI simulations now give soldiers real-world scenarios. These environments react to their decisions, preparing them better for fast-changing threats. Medical uses are also growing. AI can monitor vitals in combat zones, suggest treatment steps, and assist doctors when resources are limited. While these tools make war more efficient, they also raise concerns. AI systems can fail or be hacked. If machines act faster than humans intervene, a simple error could lead to disaster. Also, as AI handles more tasks, human judgment is reduced. But war involves ethical decisions that AI can't make. That's a serious risk. AI is not replacing soldiers yet, but it's reshaping how war is fought, planned, and survived. And this shift is happening quietly through code and algorithms. Autonomous weapons, rise of laws. Autonomous weapons, often called laws, lethal autonomous weapon systems, are machines that can select and attack targets without human input. These are not future ideas. They are already in development across major military powers. Countries like the United States, China, Russia, Israel, and South Korea are pouring resources into these systems. The goal is to improve efficiency, reduce risk to human soldiers, and dominate future battlefields. But this raises serious concerns. What happens when a machine decides who lives and dies? These systems use sensors and AI to identify targets, but they lack judgment. A small error in data or programming can cause devastating consequences. For example, A child holding an object might be mistaken for a threat. Once launched, some autonomous weapons may not allow human intervention in time. There's growing international debate about how to regulate these technologies. The United Nations has been discussing restrictions on laws through Convention on Conventional Weapons. But progress is slow. Powerful countries developing this tech are blocking firm agreements. Supporters of laws argue they can reduce mistakes made by tired or emotional human soldiers. But critics warn that even precise machines can be hacked, misled, or malfunction. Worse, they could trigger fast-paced conflicts without anyone truly in control. If one country adopts these weapons, others may feel forced to follow. That could lead to a dangerous global arms race built on machines, not human judgment. Digital warfare, the new invisible battlefield. Modern warfare is no longer limited to battlefields or physical weapons. Today, much of the conflict takes place in cyberspace, where artificial intelligence is being used to attack, deceive, and disrupt without firing a single bullet. AI-powered tools can launch cyber attacks, steal sensitive data, or shut down power grids. They can also create and spread misinformation quickly, damaging reputations or causing panic in entire populations. Deepfake videos, fake social media posts, and automated bots can mislead millions within minutes. This new form of warfare is harder to detect than traditional methods. It's often unclear who launched a cyber attack, making it difficult to respond or hold anyone responsible. Unlike physical damage, digital attacks leave behind few visible traces. Nations like China, Russia, and the United States are heavily investing in AI for digital operations. As these capabilities grow, even small groups or individuals might soon have the power to cause major disruptions. The challenge for alliances like NATO is creating shared defenses. Unlike borders and armies, cyberspace has no clear boundaries. Countries use different systems, and cooperation is limited. Without joint rules or strategies, defending against AI-driven digital threats becomes nearly impossible.